But right, tier list time. Let's see. Adam Warlock this season is like C tier. I'm not gonna lie. He has like no redeemable qualities for me. Shit out. Shit utility. Terrible fucking character, bro. Terrible character. Just play Ultron. Literally play any other support. I'd rather have Jeff on third support than an Ultron on third support. Sorry, than Adam. It blows dick. This character blows dick. BP's like A tier this season. I think he's got his counters, but he is strong at what he does. He is very strong in those situations where a BP, where the stars align, things just fucking happen, bro. You can just murder their entire backline solo. The damage is crazy, I can't lie. It's the amount of burst damage he's capable of out of nowhere. And he's like super hard to kill unless you counter him, like completely. I don't think he needs any touches though. I think he's perfect where he is. Just leave him as is. The reason why he became so good all of a sudden is because they fixed the no regs. The no reg fix made it so BP was actually viable. Black Widow is B tier. She's not quite A tier or S tier. I think she thrives on crazy good maps, but she requires the team to play around her. And if the Black Widow isn't hitting those headshots consistently, she's losing so much value. So I think that's why she's B tier. But if a Widow player is good enough and they can perform on her, she would be around about low A, I'd say. Anyone picking up Widow is going to be B tier, you know? Hulk is like S tier this season. Hulk is super good. The team up is amazing. Hulk just feels really good into most things right now, and if you can play him right, he's like super good. I play him a lot in scrims and I have a lot of success with him. I think he's even worth a ban sometimes if you're playing against a Hulk player. Captain America's like high A. I would put him like here. Cap is still really good this season. I think his survivability nerf barely impacted him because his damage is still like really good. If you can hit those combos, you can like insta burst so many characters in this game. His ult is still probably the best tank ult in the game bar none. Mag ult probably coming close. But if you use his ult, it's like a third support ult, and you get speed boost with it, you can just rush down their team. But the character is super strong right now. I would say I would still like his deflects to go where you're aiming. I don't know why it's random. I don't like the randomness of it. But I would say that he's still very good. Cloak and Dagger is S tier this season. If you're not playing Loki Luna, you're playing Cloak and Dagger. The reason why Cloak and Dagger has gotten so much attention as of recent is because a lot of teams have had to play Cloak and Dagger because of the Ignite bans. A lot of teams have been banning Luna. What people have realised is that Cloak and Dagger is actually good when a good player is playing the character, since every Cloak and Dagger player beforehand was shit. But now people realise that the Discord is OP. I've been saying this for ages. 28% damage on any target you throw it on, plus the blind. Insane. Strange, A tier, I would say is below cap. Strange is really good. Insanely good ultimate. His burst damage is really good, but I feel like he's really squishy as a tank. If people are playing like melee DPS and stuff, this guy will fucking fall over, I swear. I think he's susceptible to being grabbed out the air quite a lot, but like if you're good on Strange, you're hitting those ults, can be very impactful. His TP does put him a step above most tanks, but you can just use the TP then swap back. So that's why I put Strange at A. Groot is probably, I really feel like Groot is like high B, low A. High A on some maps, but he needs so many things banned to be played. He needs so many things banned. I think he's like B tier this season for sure, yeah. Those certain maps, he can be like Thanos, but the things need to be banned, and just with Wolverine being so strong and like Ultron being so good and Hulk Namor being amazing, Punisher being so strong right now, like there's so many things that you can play into him that just absolutely fucks him. I think Hawkeye this season is terrible. I would say Hawkeye is like very low B or high C. Too easy to be dived. If you're not hitting every headshot, you have zero impact. The ult's actually just dog shit. I can't lie, the ult is just terrible. The team up's not good anymore. I think he's like C tier actually. I don't see him ever played, and all the Hawkeye players don't even play him anymore. All the good Hawkeye players are not playing Hawkeye. That's an indicator that he's bad. I think the character could use some like healthy changes, but be careful what you change. Hella's like, I think Hella's high B, maybe low A. I think she's low A. She's low A. In the hands of a really good player, she's low A. I think she's not that strong. If they're playing Hella, I can dive her, I can kill her for like quite easily. The ult's alright. It's not great. I think she has great damage, but like she's so easy to kill. Iron Fist. Iron Fist is probably like here. Yeah, I would say it's here. I'd say it's better than Black Widow. Iron Fist is better than people think. His ult is still good in my opinion. If you're a really good Iron Fist player, you can be really oppressive. I think played with like Cap and like Venom and Hulk, I think into like double shield as well. If they're playing Mag Strange, he gets a lot of value there. The thing that Iron Fist struggles with is the mobility nerf. The nerf that made it so his deflects do less. I think he could use some buffs. Iron Man's like low A with Hell, I'd say. Still really good when played with like Ultron and like Luna and stuff, but not nearly as good anymore as he used to be. me. His ult is still insane, and the ult cost nerf has definitely caused impact on the character. You can easily get mag ult by the time an Iron Man has ult, I feel like. If you ban the mag, I think Iron Man is actually Thanos. Jeff is probably like B tier, I can't lie. I think he's better than these two characters are. If you play Jeff in a triple support comp, and you play him as like kind of flank, but not really, play for peels on your divers. So if your divers are going in, you heal whoever's diving, and you're also dealing damage to the person that he's on. So let's say a Captain America's on someone or a Venom's on someone, you're healing the person that's killing the backline and also killing the backline at the same time. I think that makes him pretty impactful. The ult is really good on certain maps, like someone in chat said. Loki is S tier, he's still the best support in the game. The lamps are insane, his damage is insane, healing is insane, utility is amazing. I think Loki's never not going to be good, and that's fine because he's a high skill support in my opinion. I think he does take skill to play, and I think that's a good thing. If you're not good at Loki, you will fall over because he has 250 health and like no self healing at all. Luna's still S tier. I'd say she's above Cloak. Snowflake's really impactful. Her ult's still probably the best support ult in the game. Her damage is insane. The fact that you get 50 shields on your freeze is complete horseshit. And the character is always going to be good because the devs fucking love this character for some reason. She gets so much favoritism, I swear. Magic is C tier with Hawkeye. She's not terrible, but she's not amazing. She's not even good. She's just meh. She's probably the worst melee DPS in the game. And even in the hands of someone good, you're better off playing anything else. I can't lie. Mag, still the best tank in the game. They keep buffing this guy. For some reason, they love Mag. This character still has amazing damage, crazy survivability, crazy utility, and an amazing ult. Just a dumb tank. Mantis. Mantis is probably... I think she's with Groot. I think she's like here. She needs to be played in a triple support comp. She just doesn't have the healing required. Her ult is just not that great. Her sleep is good utility, I'd say. The damage boost is pretty nice on certain scenarios. The only time I see Mantis viable when I'm playing scrims is if you play Mantis with an Ultron comp. And what you do is you do Loki, Mantis, Ultron. And you damage boost your Ultron and your Human Torch or Iron Man or whoever he's pocketing. And you can just heal them really easily as well. And then you can call for Mantis speed engages with that comp and just absolutely murk everyone. But I think she needs buffs. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's solid. I actually think Moon Knight's pretty solid. He's like here. His ult is okay. It can be really good in the right like situations. I think his damage is respectable, and his shields that he gets on his right click actually does help him a lot. But I just think he's too easy to kill on a lot of the DPS that are good right now. He really does struggle to take those 1v1s, and I feel like he struggles to have lethal kill potential in a lot of different situations. But his ult is just too inconsistent against good players is the issue. Namor. I'd say Namor is like high A. Namor's here. I think Namor with Hulk team up with the new buffs makes Hulk Namor insane right now. I think he's even S tier, like low S. I think he's low S. I think the damage, because he has like no fall off on his fucking damage either. There's 150 per headshot. You can two-shot a Punisher now. I think he's actually insane. Plus the ult changes, guys. The ult change where they made it bigger makes it so much more consistent, and it, like you can easily just kill everyone with it. It's like a guaranteed knockdown on their backline. I think he's such a good hero. Hulk Namor is insane. Plus if you do the exile with Namor into ult, you can get like a guaranteed kill on someone in the middle, which is a really cool combo that you can do with Namor and Hulk. Penny's like with Groot, I'd say, probably under Groot. Penny's good in the right player's hands. Very map dependent though, and she doesn't have nearly as much value on attack as she does on defense. Another issue is that in order to get Penny's team up, you need to have a Rocket played, and Rocket is probably the worst support in the game. So I think that's the reason why Penny struggles this season as opposed to last. Psylocke, S tier. Psylocke is probably here. This character's insane, 1v9 hero. She's got an amazing ult, crazy burst damage. She can 1v1 any character in the game to success. Her invisibility is annoying as fuck. Her mobility is insane. With the Snowflake, she is literally Thanos, and you can't really do much against her. But this character is probably always going to be good because the devs also really like her, and she's also high skill in their eyes, so it's not going to change really. Punisher, I think he's like low S with Namor. He's still really good, especially if you ban Mag. If you ban Mag, this character is Thanos. But like, this character needs teamwork to work. You do need your team to play with you and play smart. But in the right player's hands, this character can do a lot. And I think he's still very strong this season. Rocket is like down here with Adam. I genuinely think this character is so shit. I'm sorry, this character sucks, man. His ult is too easy to kill. With Phoenix added, he's even worse. And like, his healing is whatever. The res is whatever. The res having value could have been prevented by having any other support to prevent the person that died dying. That's the only reason why the res got value. It's because you're not playing fucking Loki or Cloak, and then that person might have not died. That's the reason why Rocket gets any value at all, because you played bad. Anyways, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is D tier. The character still sucks. It's like a noob hero, noob chick hero. Not enough damage. Her utility sucks. Her abilities suck. Her ultimate is terrible. Worst DPS ult in the game. I don't think the character will ever be good, and I'm okay with that. Unless they rework her. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like here. He's like low B. I think the reason why Spider-Man is low B as opposed to C is because you can hook people off the map. And this has insane value on certain maps, especially if you can hook tanks off the map. Very good Spider-Man players can hook tanks across the map and kill them, and a lot of them can be consistent with it. I genuinely think that this character is really good in ranked, like Prism said, but the fact that you can cross-map hook tanks is a value that people can't ignore, and I don't think his ult is that bad also. The only thing that Spider-Man really sucks at is actually playing the game with everyone else and trying to kill things with his abilities, but if he's playing for off-map hooks, the character's like OB, I'd say. Yes, he's better than Hawkeye. Spider-Man is better than Hawkeye this season. Squirrel Girl. I think Squirrel Girl is pretty decent. I think people don't really see the value in Squirrel Girl. There is some crazy tech that you can do with Squirrel Girl, and I saw this shit on Mehu, Jonathan's channel, bro. You can like B-hop off like the sides of roofs and get momentum, and you keep that momentum when you use your double jumps. And you can like absolutely ape their backline by keeping this momentum and then like ulting them and stuff. It's like some cool tech I've seen. If you want to see that, look at Mehu's channel. That shit was funny. Star-Lord is like B tier as well, but I think he's one of the stronger B tiers. He's like here. His ult is still really good in my opinion. I think what is making Starlord lack is his team up is shit. I think that's the only reason why Starlord really lacks. I think other than that, he's a good character. Storm. Storm is like, I'd say Storm is like low A, because if you play Storm with certain DPS and you give them the damage by being near them, it's actually really nice. Like Storm Punisher comps, super OP, super OP. The reason why she's not crazy good is probably because of Psylocke being a thing, but I feel like Storm being in play also shuts down a lot of the melee characters in the game and a lot of the melee tanks. Venom, I would say Venom's like here. Venom's actually really good. I've been playing a lot of Venom right now on my main account and stuff. I'm rolling lobbies on Venom. I just think if you have the game sense to avoid the things that will kill you, like the stuns and whatnot, you're basically unkillable. And his damage if you can hit your shots is crazy. The slow that you get on your right clicks makes it so much easier to hit your shots and so much easier to hit your ults as well when you use the right click with ult combo. I think the character should be played a lot more this season if you guys haven't been playing him, and he's actually really good. Thor. Now Thor is underappreciated as a hero. I've been playing some Thor and high elo, and I think as a triple tank comp, you basically play him as a second DPS that goes on off flanks or off angle, sorry, and you just like kill their backlines basically. You can also contest like flankers and contest people on off angles and easily 1v1 them. I think the character is genuinely better than Iron Fist as well. I'd put him here. I'd put him here for sure. Does struggle against certain characters though, I will say. I think the ult is really good if used right also. But it should... I want them to buff Thor's ult. I want them to buff Thor's shield gains on his abilities. And I want them to buff Thor's hammer throw probably. Bucky. Bucky's like a solid A tier pick. He's like here. He's never really amazing. A jack of all trades, master of none kind of hero where he can be really lethal in every situation. I think Bucky's better than hell also. I've got to agree with you. I think Bucky being able to survive more during dives and stuff and brawls makes him a step over Hela. Comboed with other ults, it's really nice. It's really nice. Wolverine's Thanos this season. He's like here. With team up, he's actually unkillable. You can't do anything against it other than mirror the character. The character is permabanned for good reason, and I even think that the team up is dumb, and I wish they didn't add it, because it just makes it so I can't play the fucking character anymore. Fantastic is genuinely fucking never used this season. I swear this character is useless. I don't see Fantastic played ever. I don't know why they nerfed him again. The ult is dog. The character is just useless. He's genuinely useless. I don't know why anyone plays him, or if anyone plays him. They need to do something to make this character somewhat viable again. I don't know. He's kind of L. Okay, Invis Woman. Invis Woman is probably one of the worst supports right now. I think she's like above Mantis, but she's still fucking dog shit. This is like the last support you play if everything else is banned. It's genuinely just not good. The ult sucks. Her ult desperately needs a buff. Yeah, I agree, but I don't want the character to be good because I fucking hate Invis, bro. The pull is so annoying. The pull is so annoying. But I'm glad the character sucks right now. Fucking Viz. Thing is like above Peni, below Groot. The character got a cool change, but you're never gonna play Thing against flyers anyway, so who cares? It just gives you counterplay. It still sucks, but you do have the counterplay available. You never really use the jump towards an enemy thing unless you're trying to finish someone off. You want to be using it for your teammates because you also give them the DR. With the new team up that they've showcased, he's going to be fucking crazy because it does 240 damage on impact and kills them, right? So with the new team up, he's probably going to be like high A, is my guess. With the team up, he'll be high A, I swear. Torch is still Thanos, above Wolverine, below Psylocke. Maybe, probably above Psylocke, actually. I genuinely think this character is always just insane. There's nothing you can really do. If he's played with Ultron, Luna, Invis, he can't die. This character is disgusting. Disgusting! I'm going to make Torch tier. I genuinely think Torch tier should be a thing. There you go. Torch tier. This character is probably the best character in the game. I do agree with Prism there. Like, it's genuinely disgusting. It's play it or ban it. You can't do either. Or you can't not play it when it's open because you'll just lose. The person's really good on Torch. There's nothing you can do. And the character is dumb. Emma's still S tier. She's still the second best tank in the game. And she is still really annoying. But the buffs, or sorry, the nerfs that were made were really nice. And I do appreciate them. But she still is a cancer hero. And she's still super annoying to play against. I want a nerf to her E. The E should not be 6 seconds. If people don't know what the E is the little crystal that she throws at you. Why the fuck is it 6 seconds? It should be like 8 or 10. At least 8 or 10. It's literally an ability that forces you to walk back or else you lose half your health. You literally lose half your HP. Such a dumb hero. Ultron. Ultron is not as good anymore, but he's still A tier. I think he's probably like here. Character's still really good. The nerfs are nice though. His ult's still really good, and if you play Ultron comps, they're still really strong. But you need to play around the Ultron comps. Otherwise, he isn't good. That is triple support comps if you don't know. Phoenix is S tier, but I don't think she's as good as Psylocke or Torch, but she's better than Wolverine, I'd say. Her ult is insane if comboed with any sort of damage boost. She hard counters a lot of ults in the game. Her 1v1 potential is insane. She can 1v1 tanks. She has self-heal. She has 275 HP for some reason. I don't know why. She should have 250 HP if they're going to keep the self-heal. Or she should keep her 275 and remove the self-heal. She's like Hela, but way less diveable and way better burst. The character is insane for stunning people as well with her right click. I genuinely think she probably has the best DPS on the game in scrims. So yep, that's my tier list. No other tier list that's better than this one. This is the only tier list that's official. This is the only tier list that works. You guys are all wrong if you disagree.